Avinash Kumar, how to start first step towards Bhagwan. You have already done that, and that is by started listening to satsang. When you are in satsang, when you listen to satsang, this is already a blessing has happened. Because without blessings, I can say in this earth, all those people who are living, how many will be fortunate enough to happen to meet a Sant, a Mahatma, and be in their association, and that Mahatma is speaking to you and making things clear to you. And the more you listen, and when you are in a satsang, you come to know about your own true self. And the day you will find the true self, you have found Bhagwan right there. Because your true self and Bhagwan are not two different entities. We humans want and wish Bhagwan to be separate from us, living up above in the sky. The holy being, the super being, sitting on some big throne and pulling our strings and moving us like puppets. This is what a common man's idea about God is. So the first step would be slowly moving away from all this nonsense. And for that, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Guru Bani comes to help us, give us that very, very substantial answers and settle our queries and soothe our mind, which is looking for answers. So satsang is the basic thing. If you have already started, you are already on that stage where I can say that you have taken the step one. Only suggestion is that today the times are very odd and difficult because of COVID, but whenever the COVID, surely it will end, and then make sure that you are in live company for satsang, not just digital, televised, Facebook, YouTube satsang. Be in the ocean to enjoy the waters. You can't enjoy ocean by looking at it on your TV screen, even if it is, say, 100 centimeters wide or what. A screen is still a screen. It's not a real water. So, being in a company of a living master is the best thing, where you sit, where you learn, where you listen, where you meditate, where you learn to be quiet, where you learn to be solemn, where you learn to achieve that equipoise of your mind, and where you learn to be happy within yourself. That is what satsang is. And that's why satsang is so important. I can't say, enough about the value of satsang. And satsang is something where, in a very passive way, you get swept away and you don't even know, you don't even realize when you changed, that point is so obscure and is so difficult to say, okay, that was the day and that was the time when something transformed in me. But this transformation can only happen in satsang, and after the satsang, you need to give time to yourself. Sit by yourself. Close your eyes. Learn to quiet your mind. Learn to deep breathe. Learn to live these moments. Learn to be in these moments. And learn to rejoice in these moments of peace. Learn to rejoice those moments where your mind is not looking for something. It's not hankering for something. And it's stable and quiet and calm and beautiful. So sure, satsang 1, 2 is sitting down alone. 3 is contemplating. Now, how will you contemplate? So maybe you use some digitally recorded satsangs which you listen, or you read a book, and then you read, say, passage 2, 3 or pages 2, 3, and then you contemplate on it. And while contemplating a point, might come. It's a blessing when it comes, where your mind is just automatically gone into that moment of a pause. It's a pause. Mind stops. And when mind stops, something magical happens. And that's the real taste of Bhagwan.